I'm going to begin this video with a quote. You can't change your entire existence right now. But if you change the right nows, you can change your entire existence. And what I mean by that is that more times than not, progressing in your life doesn't take adding something to it, but rather removing a distraction that is holding you back. And as you progress, as you go to greater levels, you also encounter greater demons, greater distractions that stop you. In the beginning, they're going to be obvious. Things like TikTok, where if you think about it and you just keep scrolling and you do this forever in your entire life, it negatively impacts you. Like, you can't even remember what you watched 2 hours ago, right? And then it would be, as you go to different levels, it would be sleep. Maybe you're staying up on a project and you realize this is not worth it. On an endless scale, on an infinite timeline, staying up every single day is not going to be worth it. So that means sleep is also a distraction. And then you can say jealousy is a distraction. Talking to people you don't care about, like just to stay relevant, that's the distraction. And then finally, it'll be like beliefs that are not true. Beliefs in your mind about the world that are not true. Things like you shouldn't work for free because now you're not valuing who you are, but rather when you work for free, it shows that you genuinely want to help people and it gives you testimonials. And on a long-term scale, working for free in the beginning to start your business off will be much more beneficial than not. So I think the first step to overcoming these distractions, to break you free from needing this instant and easy pleasure when you don't deserve it, is to first believe that you are already past the hurdle. What I mean by that is imagine that you're already past the distraction. Maybe imagine that you don't even use TikTok anymore. Imagine that you sleep early every single day. Imagine that you're never jealous. Because if you ask yourself, what would I do if I was that person? Now you know what you can do right now in the very present moment. And as we said from our quote, you can't change your existence right now, but if you change the present moment, if you say, today, I'm not going to watch TikTok because I know it's not good for me. And then the next moment you say, I'm not going to watch TikTok in this moment either because I know it's not good for me. And you keep going like that throughout your day. Every time you're about to pull out your phone and watch TikTok, you say, wait a minute, it's not going to be good for me, so I'm not going to watch it right now. And you keep doing that, and slowly you will change from a person who used TikTok to a person who doesn't. So stay in the present and just ask yourself, what should I be doing in this very moment? The second thing is that your brain is not stupid. Your brain is not a dumb thing. It's not just doing TikTok because it does TikTok, right? It uses TikTok because it spikes the dopamine inside your mind. Your brain is programmed to like this dopamine because in ancient times it was used to encourage things like hunting and providing and comfort and reproducing. Things that extended a species, extended the DNA of a species, right? Evolutionarily, it was advantageous. And now, things like TikTok, things like distractions, what they do is that they manipulate that circuit in your brain and they tell yourself, and they give your brain extra dopamine. So then your brain's like, wait a minute, I haven't done anything. I've just sat here and moved my finger a couple times and I got all this dopamine, which means I'm getting the most return on investment, right? I'm getting the most for absolutely like nothing. I'm just moving my finger and I'm getting all this dopamine. And your brain thinks, oh, it's all this comfort, it's all this reproducing, and I'm just doing super well in my life, when you're really not. So just convince yourself, tell yourself, what would happen if I kept doing this forever? What would happen if I kept doing this distraction every single day? What would my life look like? And just convince yourself that the simple pleasure right now is not worth the end ROI. Scrolling on TikTok today is not going to be worth not being able to talk to other people, to be sitting there and having no self-worth, to be unconfident. Probably the greatest distractions are going to be the ones that simply are your beliefs, are the risky decisions that you have to choose to make. It's not like simply just choosing not to do something over and over again, but rather choosing not to do something that everyone else says to do. And if you do this, and if you really want to be past the 99% of people, you want to progress in your life that much, you have to do what 99% of people will not do. If you're thinking about Steve Jobs, if you're thinking about Warren Buffett, what do? They just did things that no one else would do. Steve Jobs thought that you could put a computer on everyone's desk when no one else thought of that. The computers were only in like big corporations. Warren Buffett, what he wanted to do, he wanted to invest in things that no one else thought would work. And he became the greatest investor of all time. You must be willing to do what everyone else will not do. And you have to be a correct contrarian. You can't just, say the world is flat. You have to actually be correct about what you believe. So always try to analyze and reflect on what you're thinking and how you think. Because everywhere around you, I bet you have distractions, and I bet that is the thing that is holding you back in your life. That is the thing that would have made, if you remove it, will make you feel complete and will make you feel truly good about yourself. Hope you got some value from this video. Go out and conquer.